We're here with the pride of the Jaguars.
The original.
He is, man.
He is an original.
I saw the picture.
The OG.
Now known as Boney Toselli again.
Yeah,
Look at him, man.
So
242.
No, it's not.
Not even a turkey neck for an old guy like me.
Yeah,
That's good.
That is good. You're holding up.
This is different than any other time I've lost weight because I'm actually working out.
Okay.
and lifting.
All right.
I'm not judged.
No, I'm not
judge.
saying. So-
No judgment zone.
When the old
Trust tree.
the old
Right here.
we're all in the trust tree. The old Boney Toselli
Yeah.
is correct because
Yes.
I wasn't working out.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Now,
You don't need to go any further.
Man, you look terrific.
Yeah.
I'm so
you know,
happy for
as
you.
long as my wife is happy.
Yeah.
That's
She's
all that
always
matters.
said that.
She's always been
happy wife,
happy.
happy
Well,
life.
no, I started this weight loss thing 20 months ago.
Journey. we call it.
Journey.
That's
I'm on a journey.
Yeah.
And after like 2 months, she said, either you need to start working out.
The Bosellis are rough when it comes to that. He once told me, and I quote, "Hey, listen, Hick, this is probably 10 years ago. I was talking to Angie, and you look fat."
They're weightists.
That's what he told me.
I'm just
You got to do something.
We're friends.
I appreciate it.
Constructive
Sometimes you got to
criticism.
hear these things.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but 2 months in, my wife looked at me and she says, like, listen, either get fat
Or make a
lift weight-
decision.
or lift weights.
Oh.
I don't want some
Yeah.
skinny
fat, which
She
you've
did-
always accused me of being.
Oh,
She did
yeah.
not
On
want
point.
skinny fat.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're
Skinny fat, and now muscular skinny.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I saw the other day, a picture of? I saw that picture of Tony with the hat on, and the face was as big as his body is
Oh,
right
my
now.
God.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's draft night, and there's
Yeah.
Angie, the now
Stewardess.
notorious stewardess outfit.
Yeah.
and-
But that was, it's funny because, like, I, like, was big. But I was, like, muscular. But
Oh, yeah.
just
no, but my
big.
point is, like, I look at my face, I look like a little chubby
It looked
kid.
like a baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that's
kid.
amazing.
I watched.
Now I've had that big fat face as soon as like 3 years ago, and that was just fat.
Yeah.
I watched you and Tom and Fred come up the escalator just a couple moments ago, and it was great. It was three, very important Jacksonville Jaguars in the franchise's history. And next week will be a great time for you to pay honor to your coach and to Fred and to your past teammates when Tom goes into a place where he is rightfully belongs.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about all the guys in the pride of the Jaguars, so for myself, Fred, Jimmy, Mark, and the Weavers, all well-deserving. But you can't have that without Tom Coughlin.
Right.
I mean, it's just, he is the architect of this franchise. I mean, you guys were here from when he was we got the franchise, 93? He gets hired in 94. From 94 on, and I know when I got here in 95 after the draft,
Right.
it was crystal clear. There was one guy that everything had to go through.
Right.
Maybe not necessarily fun at that age, but you certainly see the value.
Oh, I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But everything went through one guy. And
Yeah.
I'm not just talking football.
Right.
I'm not just saying who's the starting left tackle or who's the starting quarterback. It's like, what color is the paint in the hallway?
Yeah.
Are the
Like,
stories true?
how
Like
are
feet
we
on the ground,
Oh.
no sunglasses. Like what's the?
No white socks. I mean, I like my favorite story. One of my
dear.
favorites. I remember telling Tom. And by the way, Tom has no socks on today. I said, "You're getting socks." I'm like, "You've been at the beach too long. Where's the colored socks? You said we had to wear colored socks." But I remember like the rule of no white socks. And your first couple of years, I'm a rookie. I'm not going to say anything. I just didn't wear white socks.
Right.
Leather shoes. What else? All kinds of different.
Professional.
Yeah, dumb.
Buttoned up.
Dumb rules. Dumb. As I got older, I remember asking one day, I said, "Hey, why does it matter what color socks I wear? Like, is me wearing white socks, brown socks, black socks, is that going to help me block the defensive end?"
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Absolutely not." Then why do you care? Because I don't like white socks, and I don't want you to wear them. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
You're the boss. I mean, my point is, like, he was the boss.
Yeah.
And love him, hate him, want to kill him, want to hug him.
Yeah.
The one thing that everyone did in this building, and still to this day for me, I'll speak for myself, is you respect him.
Yeah.
You respected Tom Coughlin because he was the same every day. He's the most consistent individual, one of the most disciplined individuals I've ever been around. And he never asked anyone to do anything that he wasn't willing to do.
Right. It's great, too, for you on a personal level. Think about all the things he had an effect on in your life. He picked you to be the cornerstone of this franchise. He traded for someone who would eventually become your best friend for a lot of years.
Yeah.
He also walked down the street to tell you your time in Jacksonville was over. I mean, this guy had a lot of effects, big effects on the direction and path of your life.
Yeah, a lot of those were good memories until the last one
Yeah,
you brought
sorry.
up. No, I mean, I live in Jacksonville
Yeah,
because of Tom Coughlin.
yeah.
I'm a part of the history of this franchise that it would have been unique. Like if you think about it, any other team besides Carolina that would have drafted me that year, like let's say Cincinnati would have taken me first overall, I'd have been just another first round pick. Nothing wrong with that. And top pick, whatever. But here, when he picked me, and I actually sensed it even as a young guy at 23. I'm like there's a added pressure. Like, I'm the first pick, and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I'll never forget. Get drafted in New York, whole, car wash of media there, and I get on a plane, fly, and this is before where nowadays they send private jets for you. Me and Angie went up to LaGuardia, it was first class. It was nice.
Nice.
And we fly down here, and you guys were here. And I remember walking in that night of the first draft, that Saturday night, walking into the stadium. It was probably like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And all the media is in there, and Tom introduces. And I remember saying, he says, this is the cornerstone of the franchise. And I started looking around.
Who's that?
I'm like, did we draft a quarterback? Where's the quarterback? I heard about this Mark Brunell guy. I didn't know he was that good. And I remember it hit me. I'm like, oh, cornerstone, first overall pick, new franchise, like expectations. And I took that seriously. And Tom made sure I knew that.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. So, yeah, Tom's a big part of my life in the story of, who I am today as an individual. I was saying earlier to somebody, it's funny, like he had all, like Tom is the master, like, speech and quotes. And
Oh, yeah.
I mean, because he'd always read books in the off season, so then the quotes were coming in. And, whether it was Patton or Martin Luther King or whoever, like there was motivating quotes. And I always remember listening going, like, come on. It's like measure a man is not in times.
He's got him.
I mean, it's like don't make the don't count the minutes, make the minutes count.
You fail to prepare to fail.
Yeah, it's like,
deeds, not words.
Words, overcome, discipline.
How does?
And the funny thing is, and as a player, you're sitting there.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize the impact it was having. Because you hear it so much and you get maybe a little comfortable. But funny thing is, when I was high school coaching, I would tell them, my own boys and daughters, I'd be saying stuff. Like, I apply it. I run a company now. I apply a lot of the principles that he taught me.
Wow.
And, others. But I'm like, dang it, I'm just like the dang guy now. It's like same thing, same principles. And so he was great. He was a great head coach and a great how he architected this organization.
We've seen a lot of post-Coughlin Jaguars football here where we've craved a disciplined-looking football team on the field between the lines. So my question is that, ultra-discipline that Coughlin demanded inside the building, down to your socks, did it translate? Is there a correlation?
Yeah, I think most of the time. But listen, I mean, let's be honest. I can remember times when we weren't performing very well, and the two of you and everywhere else in the media would be
not us. We were always behind you, 100%.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But we had our fair share of pre-snap penalties, and I got several personal fouls.
No,
never.
You did,
but
not holds.
Not very many holds, but
you got a hold. There was a problem.
A lot of personal fouls, and so I do think. But I think the translation more for me is. Yes, is the discipline and doing things the right way, but I think we were always prepared. Like we were prepared for every situation. Now that didn't mean
you're going to always conquer it
or do right. Because we talk about it on the radio now. To me, it's always this is a players' league. It's more about the Jimmies and Joes than the X's and O's. And so as a coach, you can only do so much. Like the coach can have you his job is to make sure you're in the right position, have the chance to succeed. And being prepared for every situation. And Tom did that in spades. And so I do think it led to a lot of our success. And I do think it was appreciated by guys of, like, we were ready for every game and every situation. But at the end of the day, it's up to us too.
Sure.
No different than today's Jaguars. I mean, we can all complain, and you can point the finger at coaches and coordinators and everyone else. Everyone has a part in it, but at the end of the day, this is players' league. Guys got to go make plays, and they got to go execute on the field.
He's number 71 in your program, number 1 in our hearts. Thank you, Don Anthony Boselli Jr.
Thank you. Does this count for Monday morning?
No. Send the bill to Steve Griffin. Steve Griffin.
What a way to end. What a way to end.
Hey, Mia here, and thanks so much for watching 1010XL Jaguars. For even more coverage of the Big Cats, be sure to subscribe to 1010XL Jaguars.